when people offer you cocaine. Yo, wait, I can get on a tangent real quick. I'm gonna tell this story 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 real quick. Cause like that's what it will be like. Okay, in where I'm at for university right now, I've never seen so many people do cocaine. I've never seen so many people snort coke in my life before. Like, I've gotten offered cocaine so many times. Dead ass. So many times. Obviously, I say no every single time because, you know, if you snort cocaine, you're gonna be like, tweet out of your mind. Like, dead ass tweet. And you don't want that, obviously, you know? But like, that's how they get you. They offer it to you for free so that you get hooked onto it. And then eventually they start charging you. That's what Burn is doing. He's trying to get these niggas hooked on like his manufacturing system for his base to push his agenda. But yeah, I've seen so many people snort crack before. There was one time I was at a party and like I went to one of my classmates' Halloween parties, and I'm just there with this dude, like one of my other classmates. And we're just talking to some other guy that like lives near where the house party is. And he was like a neighbor. And he's like, oh, you want to just come down to my basement, just vibe. And I was like, sure, whatever. Nothing weird can happen, right? Obviously, I'm low-key stupid. Like, me and my friend are low-key stupid because why are we going to a random dude's basement? But like, he was already at the party, you know? He was already at the party, you know what I mean? So we thought it was fine. Dumb decision. You know, sometimes I just make stupid decisions and I think about it afterwards. And people like basement, I know. No survival skills, I know. I actually don't. I actually have really bad survival skills. That could be a whole other stream discussion about like how my survival skills are horrible. But yeah, we go to this dude's basement. So my friend and I, we go to this nigga's basement, and we're down there in the basement, bro. We're just chatting, and then the dude just starts going into his pantry, and he's like, "Are y'all gonna come?" And we're like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" He's like, "You guys obviously came to come snort some lines with me, right?" And we're like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" Like, we're both looking at this dude like, huh? So this guy, like, I think he had like his wall, part of his wall was like broken. Like there was a hole in his wall. So I guess that's where he was like stashing all of the cocaine. Like he grabs out the cocaine, like some of his cocaine, and he starts like mashing it up and everything. And like he had like a little table stand there, and he just starts snorting it. So like my friend and I are just watching this dude just like snort cocaine. The other thing too is I only ever see white people do this shit. I want to make that very known. I've never seen a black person snort cocaine. So very clearly, this is a white people thing, I feel. Like from my university experience, I've seen a lot of white people snort cocaine. It's always white people snorting cocaine. So yeah, this guy just like snorting his lines of cocaine. And my friend and I are like a bit weirded out at first because we're like, okay. We thought this guy just wanted to vibe. And then we just start hearing footsteps, bro. So then two other niggas just come downstairs into the basement. And now my friend and I are getting a bit worried because we don't know these two other dudes. So I guess like they lived with the dude that was snorting cocaine, but we're also kind of like, yo, are we gonna get jumped or like robbed or something like that? Are we gonna get mugged? So like now my survival instincts are starting to kick in. And they're like delayed survival instincts. If you've noticed at this point, like, why am I having these thoughts? Nah, I shouldn't have even been in the basement in the first place, you know? So yeah, my friend and I are like looking at each other and giving each other like eye signals. Like we're speaking to each other telepathically, and we're like, yeah, we need to get the hell out of here. And so these other two guys, I could tell that they had probably snorted something already ahead of time, bro. I'm so scared I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Black people got sense, well, for certain things, but not everything. But yeah, the black people, I don't feel like it's common for them to be snorting cocaine. But yeah, so now my friend and I we're a bit worried because there's now two other people down there in that basement. And I could tell that those two other guys had definitely snorted something previously, or they were just drunk. And they are just like, they're like I felt like they were flirting with us. So now I'm like worried, like, you know, I was starting to think like, yo, am I like in Diddy's basement, bro? Like am I like White Diddy's basement right now? Cause then the dude that was snorting the cocaine, like in the pantry and everything, like he finishes up his lines. Like, and I can tell because he's making the sound. So I can tell he's finished his shit up. And he just starts flirting with like my friend, like aggressively. Like he starts making like really like weird comments. And then he's like, oh, don't worry, like I'm not gonna touch you or anything. And that's what I was like, kind of like, that's what I was kind of like, hey yo. That's kind of like, hey yo, I feel like we need to go. But right now, I was like, I gotta scope the situation, because if I say we need to leave, that might like escalate shit. Because right now, I don't know how these people are gonna act. So I'm like freezing, and I'm just like, I did not speak. I like, my aura right now was just like fight or flight right now. Like I'm not gonna speak, but if anyone even reaches to touch me, I'm swinging a punch and then I'm running out of that basement. Like, apologies to my friend, but like you're getting left behind, because I know I'm gonna be faster. That's what I felt like in that moment. Thankfully, my friend just kind of like plays off whatever weird flirting the dudes were doing to him, and he kind of just like was just jokingly back with them. Like, but he was like laughing nervously. Like my friend and I, we were both like, yeah, no, we need to get the fuck out of here. So thankfully, my friend came in clutch and kind of just like, he kind of just basically just stalled and kind of like joked around back with the dudes. And I guess the people there, and the other dudes there in the basement, like didn't think that we were scared. So they were just like, oh, you guys seem chill. We can go back up. We can go back out upstairs now, back to the main party. As if to say like, oh yeah, you're okay. You'll get the mercy. You'll get the mercy option right now. Like it's a dating sim, and you get a certain route that you can pick. I was like very weirded out of that whole scenario. Like I was even scared when we were walking back up the stairs to get out of the house. Because the other thing too is to even get into the house, into the basement, there was a gate. There was a gate and everything too. So we had to wait for these niggas to unlock the gate too once we got out of the house, to get out of like the backyard and then go back to the main party at the neighbor house. Survive. That's what I'm saying, man. I can't believe you met Timmy Jr. So yeah, eventually, yeah, they opened the gate and we went back to the main party. And then I was asking like the brother of the girl that was hosting the party. I was talking to her brother, and he tells me like that this dude just like, he a cocaine addict. He's done some weird stuff to people that like, he didn't get into detail. He just said that the dude's done weird stuff to people. So, you know, infer that as you will. My brain goes to certain places that like I'm not gonna say on stream, obviously. But all I was told is that nigga does weird shit to people. There was even a time where the dude went to a party and he was just running around naked or something like that. Just weird shit. He does weird shit. And he snorts a lot of coke. So I'm very thankful that my friend and I got out of that situation without anything like insane occurring. But yeah, don't ever go into like a stranger's basement. Don't go into a stranger's basement and watch them snort cocaine. Don't do that. Don't be like me. My life, I have so many weird ass stories. Oh my god, I have so many weird ass stories. Like, I you know what? Niggas in chat are saying like I have L survival instincts. I do. How ironic that story is more interesting than this episode. My life is very interesting. I have very interesting stories. Yeah. Yeah, story time streams or story time videos will definitely have to be a thing, because like I'm dying because of the orange bag. I know that emote is killing me. yeah. So yeah, never go into a stranger's basement, cause yeah. Like I always look back at that moment and like I talked to my friend about it and we're both just like, yeah, we were stupid as hell for that shit. But it's a fun story to tell. Like at least like the two of us can say like when I have dad lore, I can tell my kids, yeah, you know, son or daughter. Yeah, one time I just went into this dude's basement, like this random stranger's basement, and I just like watched him snort cocaine, and he seemed like he wanted to like move like Diddy with us, but like thankfully we got out of it okay. You know? Like yeah. That just that just randomly happened one night. Just yeah, just random stuff like that, just for pure love of the game, pure love for the game. Again, I don't really understand what my thought process of was like, yeah, let me my friend like, let's go down to this random dude's basement. But again, that's just classic local right there, just getting himself involved in like really random and weird ass situations. One of these days I definitely will talk about, some of my IRLs know, but my IRL friends know about this. There might be a stream where I end up talking about, or even a video. But all I'll say is, five man, the five man. People talk about going on two mans. This was a five man. I'll just, I'll let that be known. This is a five man. This is a five man. This is a five man. Yeah, not a two man. Like if you know what a two man is, you get what I'm talking about. But not a two man. This was a five man, and the stuff that happened on this five man, like that will have to be its own stream. Just me explaining that story. Yeah, yeah.